Everybody. Hi, I'm waiting. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mikey. Hi, Anna H. Please tell me we have audio. I see lots of exclamation points, which is going to hopefully make me think that we have audio. Thank God. Yay, you can hear me. You know what that means? That means we could have done the show on our website if it would have just rebooted, and then when people watch this back, they would have the HD high quality version instead of the YouNow version. I don't care anymore. Can I just say, can I complain for 1 second? I'm just so frustrated with nothing working. Can we all tweet Apple and tell them to send me an iPad Pro? Be like, Apple, give Valerie an iPad Pro. He's trying to do shows and nothing effing works. Okay, we're going to be in a good mood. This is our holiday happy show that I was so excited to do a little while ago. And now we're on our 5th attempt. Whew. Okay. Hi, Zach. Hi, Big Brother fan. Hi, Harmony. Hi, Redhead. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Miss TV and Phyllis and Blue Love and KK Whitting and Tracy and Melissa Bass and Shelly and Harmony. Trek Lord, it's great to hear your voice. You know, not many people say that to me. Not many do. Hi, Maximus' mom. Oh, I love you guys, too. Hi, Erica Rodriguez. Of course you're here. Do you know that Erica Rodriguez that the last 3 days the Warrior had on every show? Not on this show, though. Hi, Miss Independent. Michaela Leap. And Sandra. Ooh, I'm going to be a little Sandra Ely. Hi, Terry. Terry, did I have too much of a mental? Did I have too much of a break? I literally had to postpone this show, go outside, and P.S., it's raining, and totally have a temper tantrum. It's like, this isn't working. I tried to do it on the website, and I wanted it to be angry, and it won't work, and I was doing that voice. It was like an Alyssa. It was like Alyssa meets, like, Liz. If we want to talk about the annoying level of whining tantrum I was doing. Take a deep breath. Think of puppies and rainbows. Yes, we're going to be festive and happy right now. Yay! No, I really do. I'm so happy you're all here. Hi, Jomo. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Sweet Shelly. Erica Rodriguez says, I know, I saw screenshots. KK Whitting got a guest call with James last night. Ooh, I heard there was James drama last night. Hey, you now loves, become a fan. Literally follow everyone. Yes, I agree, Wesley. That is what they should do. If you guys are here, become a fan and follow us. Reality recaps. Thumbs up. Do your square up arrows or your sideways Pac-Mans or your megaphones or whatever you have. Tweet it out to the world and let them know we're live. And by the way, if you want to see any of our shows, it's yourrealityrecaps.com. And we're here live 5 nights a week on YouNow at 7 p.m. Eastern every night. Mondays we do Bravo shows. Tonight, if I'm still here, is Scream Queens and American Horror Story. Tomorrow night is our Survivor show. Thursday is our Big Brother show. We're going to have Devon and Jason on for you Big Brother fans. And then Friday is our fan show where it's your topics, everything you all want to talk about. However, this Friday we're doing a special show with Christine from Big Brother 16, and we're going to talk about like her battle with depression, and I guess I'll tell some of my stories, and we'll give you resources where you can get help if you're having similar issues. We can't really give you guys any advice, but we can tell you where to go for professionals to give you advice, and we can tell you our stories and what we've done. to cope with stuff. So that's going to be super fun. And now, because so many of you, when we did the bath balls thing the last time, so many of you, it was like buried at the end of like a 2-hour show. Hence why I just wanted to do a show just about it. And I remember I made the cute little graphic, and I was doing it on the website, so we'd have the nice HD version, and then my sound didn't work, and then I remade another one, and the sound didn't work, and then I was like, F it, I'm going over to you now, and then I went over to you now, and the sound didn't work, and then I turned my iPad, and the sound didn't work, and nothing works, but we're here now, and it works. It's a great day. It's a great day here. I might go close those blinds. Okay, now, I'm wearing clothes that don't fit. Let's not judge, okay? Just gonna walk over here and close these. Oh, wait. If I come over here, are we good? Oh, then we're good when I'm over there. Okay. I wanted to be up close to show you the stuff we're gonna use first. 5th time's a charm, says Cindy. Oh, Maximus Mom says spill the James drama. And it apparently, he was playing with guns and, like, pulling the trigger. Talking about kidnapping women with him. And there were, like, kids in the room. I didn't see it. I'm just saying I heard about it. And something about stealing Wi-Fi from his neighbors. I don't know. So... yeah. Whole bowl for one bath. Well, pump the brakes, Jansu. We're gonna get there. We have options. There are many options when we are dealing with the bath ball situation. We have many options. Oh. Does everybody want to make fun of me really quick? Because do you all want to make fun of me? So look. Okay, so you know how I tell you all the time? That Charlie has bad legs? So, like, where the gaze that when we walk through your neighborhood, we do it like this. With our doggy stroller. Do you see it? Right there? Doggy stroller. I can't pull it over here. But yeah, we have a doggy stroller. He walks as far as he can, and then we have to put him in the stroller, and everybody's like, oh my god, that dog has the dog's life. That dog is so pampered. Oh my god, you're gays with your dog in a stroller. And then I'm like, no, dickbags. Our dog has really bad legs and can't walk very far. Don't now you feel like a douche. Don't judge me. Okay, anyway, did I mention this is our happy festive show? Clearly we're going to have to make a Making Bath Bombs Part 3 show, too. Put up a sign, my disabled doggy. Eric, do you like inflatable Christmas decorations? Just ask yourself this when it comes to me and Christmas decorations. Just say, WWMD. What would Martha do? Would Martha have inflatable things? Meow. I mean, I'm not opposed to them. Like, they're fine for your yard. Preferably if your yard isn't across from my yard. Then I might have to get the blow dart thing. But I'm just saying, allegedly, not really. My neighbor actually watches these shows. Hi, I totally love your bear. So no. The answer is no. I don't like inflatable, things. I just deleted all the bad words I replied about your neighbor. My mom got mechanical reindeer and the neighbor kids put them in inappropriate positions. Those neighbor children sound naughty over by you. What was Phaedra's lawn quote? Oh, Giselle, bringing up the Bravo show. Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern. Phaedra, for you Bravo fans, says maybe if you spent more time looking at your own lawn. Oh, no, wait, I have messed this up. Maybe if you spent less time looking at my lawn, you could solve the problems on your own. But I don't have problems on my own lawn, because my own lawn is going to have, like, a nice, like, simple lined house with lights and, like, the green garland up the post, a nice little wreath on the door. It's no problem with my lawn. There's definitely not this thing blowing around. Ooh, hi, Merry Christmas. Doesn't this say Christmas when you're doing this on the lawn? Ooh. Oh, wait, hold on. Turn it off. No, it's back on. Ooh. So stupid. Don't do it. Nobody likes it but you. Like, if you're watching, nobody likes it but you. Oh, did I mention I was in a bad mood because of the microphone? Answers. Become a patron. YourEillenRecaps.com/patron. Patreon. We need equipment. Or tweet Apple and get them to sponsor us. This is a damn iPhone Pro. Okay. Oh, whew, we're having a happy show. Had a Santa, a bear, and a penguin, says Allison P. Awesome. Did they light up? Do you have the ones with the light in the stomach? Because really, nothing is as nice as inflatable lawn ornaments as when you put a light in their stomach. And then you really are just accenting them nicely. Being a bitch gay. Being a bitch gay. Honestly, I'm sure... I have definitely seen blow up things that I like. There definitely are nice ones when they're blown up. The reason I really don't like the inflatable things is I don't like it when they are like collapsed, because then it just looks like you just threw something on your lawn. So to really answer your question, I totally like them when they are big. It's when they're all deflated and all over the lawn that it like looks weird to me. CKO Snick says, go eat something quick. Oh, do I need a Snickers? Hi, Nikki Cochran, missed you too. Miranda K says, now rethinking my blow up pumpkin I put out for Halloween. No, don't listen to me. I'm just in a bad mood. Clearly I have bags under my eyes because I'm not sleeping. Okay, so Giselle says, be proud of your inflatables, whether it's a holiday decoration or your nighttime friend. Exactly. Okay, so we are now 12 minutes in, and I said how I wanted to do one of these shows where I didn't bury making the bath stuff at the end of the show. So let's just do it now quickly, and then we'll talk more at the end. And I'll put the disclaimer on the same one I did last time. I might mess this up making them, but then that's good, because then I'll show you what to do if they get messed up, how you fix them. Because always, every time I've ever made them before, they always messed up. They always, had a problem in the batch. The last time I made them, it turned out perfectly, and I had no problem at all. It was like a miracle. So, let's see how it goes making them live this time. Okay, so, this is all that you need for it. It's very easy. Cornstarch, like $1. Baking soda, like $1. Citric acid. Now, the only place I've ever found citric acid is at Walmart, and it's in one of those spice jars, and it's like $1.50. Cherry, they sent me this citric acid, which is much nicer, and you get much more in it. I don't know where it came from, but I'm sure you can order it online. Okay, so those are your main ingredients. Baking soda, cornstarch, citric acid. $1. Let's just make it $5 for this. Then, you need food coloring. Whatever food coloring you want. Whatever colors you want to color your colorings. And then, whatever you want it to smell like. Now, we all know I love Lush, which is why I make these. So I went to FragranceBuddy.com, and I got a Lush duplicate scent. This one's Comforter, and this was I think $2. I mean, and then shipping, and I think shipping was $3, but I got 10 of these. FragranceBuddy.com, you're welcome. Send me some free cents. Okay, and then, lastly, however you want them to look when they're all done. So, you basically have options. For the longest time, all I did was I just took a measuring cup, and I just packed it into the measuring cup, and then whacked it down, and it looked like the measuring cup, if you watched the last show. Now, it is the holidays, so Michael's sells those ornament things. So this, I'm literally showing it to you for $1. And you could, like, use this to make a bath ball with. So you could, like, which I'll show you. But what I am excited for, and how I'm going to do them, because we're making it as festive as possible, is I'm going to do them with these molds from firstimpressionsmolds.com. It's like Santa and a snowman. And there's like a million molds there. You pick whatever ones you want. But I thought these would be fun. Now, to be fair, I have not tested this first. So, I don't know why it wouldn't work. But it's kind of like sand when you make the bath ball. So because these are a little shallow, it might not work as good, but it might. So we're going to see. I am very excited to try it. It should work. I don't know why it wouldn't. But we're doing it live. We're doing it live with all of you. So, that being said, cornstarch, baking soda, citric acid, the scents, the color, and whatever you want to mold with. Literally, all of these ingredients, like all the stuff that you would buy to do this same process, like let's say 10 times, probably make like 20 to 30 bath balls, literally costs as much as one bath ball from Lush. Which is why this is how I make my bath balls. Okay, cost of the molds. I'm not exactly sure. I want to say not expensive. Not expensive. The ones at Michael's, like these are like $1, and I want to say the mold from First Impressions mold. Just go there. Yeah, I was going to say yourrealityrecaps.com/firstimpressionsmold. I'm so used to saying /my name. Just go to firstimpressionsmolds.com and look. And you will see how much they are. I really don't remember off the top of my head. They have the silicone trays in Christmas tree shapes at the Dollar Tree too, says Eric Rodriguez. Interesting. Can you use a silicone ice cube ball maker thing too? I honestly don't know why you couldn't. We're going to find out live right now together. I have not tested this before, but we are all going to find out together. So let's go find out together. Now, the recipe, I tweeted the link. I'll tweet the link after the link that I'm using. And look, people did them like this too. You can kind of see, you can make them as decorative as you want. Whatever you want to do to them. But, okay, so let's go look, and I'm not going to make this full screen, because I feel like, actually, you know what, I'll have you all tell me, since clearly I'll end up doing this whole entire thing again in HD. So, I'm just going to go like this, and you all tell me, oh, whoa, okay, you can see this stuff here, right? Oh, great, and I'm old, can I read what the chat room is saying? I'm going to assume you can see this ball. I'm going to wait until I see if somebody says, yay, we can see your ball. Of course, the chat room isn't scrolling. Perfect. Why would any of this be easy? Okay, let's see. Chat room's not scrolling. Awesome. Okay, yes, you all can see the ball. Great. So, until the chat room starts scrolling on its own again, I won't be able to see what you say while we do this. And this won't take a long time to do. It'll take like 5 minutes. Okay, so we want 1.5 cups of baking soda. So perfect. So baking soda, 1.5 cups baking soda. La la la. 1 cup. Actually, I'm sorry, not 1.5. 1 1/4. So we want 1¼ cups of baking soda. The citric acid you put in last. So then we want a ½ cup of cornstarch, which I should have opened earlier. But I didn't. Cornstarch is very, dusty. It makes, a big cloud of dustiness. But okay, we want a ½ cup. Really? I don't have a ½ cup? Really? ½ cup of cornstarch. So ½ cup of cornstarch. About, whatever. You don't need to kind of really do that. I wasn't exact on the last show that I did. I'm going to go with that again. And then you can kind of mix them together, but see how it's getting ooh, dusty. Okay, so mix them together. And that is it for the wet ingredients, other than our citric acid, which is also a ½ cup. But you don't put that into the end. But I'm just going to get the ½ cup ready now. Just getting our ½ cup ready now. So, and here's what else I will say, since we're doing this. You can put, whatever you want as decoration on your bath balls, as long as they are, as long as it's edible. So if you have, let's say when we do it, we have a little cup, you could put, sprinkles down in there, or any, of cake toppings that are edible, you could, put in there to give it, the pretty little design on the top. You could do different colors. I'm going to just do this in green, but you could make, a batch that's green, a batch that's red, and then, let's say you were using the, the first impression mold, Santa mold, which now you can't see because of the light, but you could put, white for the beard, red for the hat, white, so or make red and green bowl, whatever you want. You guys get the point. You can be creative and have fun with them. Okay, so that's it for dry. Wet ingredients is 3 teaspoons of water. So let's do 3 teaspoons of water. And here's how I do it. I put all my wet, in its own bowl and then add it. Because pretty much as soon as you have the wet and you put the citric acid in, that's when you know if you're going to have a problem. That's when you know if you're good, or if the whole thing is going to start exploding like a volcano in, your kid's science project. Okay, so what did I say? It is 3 teaspoons of water. So, oh, and then I have to tell you one other thing. But here's teaspoons. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, the recipe wants you to use, shaved cocoa butter. I never can find shaved cocoa butter anywhere. I don't know where you get shaved cocoa butter from. And they want, 1 to 2 tablespoons of it. They say you can use any light oil, like an almond oil, or any oil that doesn't have a scent. Any avocado oil, which I have used before, and it doesn't really have a scent. I feel it has no scent. It just makes it a little more, makes your water a little softer, or adds a little moisture to your bath. We'll do it. We'll just do it in case people are going to try it. See, I didn't do this last time. We didn't have an issue, and I wonder if this is what the issue is. But whatever, we'll ring it. So I'm going to tweet you the recipe that I am following after, and you can all play with it on your own. But people did tweet me after last time, and said they had no problem doing it. So 1 to 2 tablespoons. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon. I'm going to do 1. And then, lastly, you need, your smell. And you put in 1 teaspoon of whatever you want your smell to be. Actually, 1 to 2. I'm going to start with 1 because I've learned my lesson. So 1. And then, and then lastly, you want like 8 to 10 drops of color. I put in so much more. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of blue. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of yellow. Because yellow and blue make green. Okay, so then, is that pretty? I hope you see how pretty. Really didn't plan this lighting well at all. So then you just kind of mix it up, 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 mix it up. So kind of get them together as much as you can. And then you're just going to add it to your dry ingredients. So, I'm going to add it. I mean, you should probably be adding it so much slower than I'm adding it right now. But you add it. And see how it's still powdery? That is a great sign that it is still powdery. And, well, I didn't put citric acid in. I was going to say, and I don't hear it hissing. Pretty much, if you hear it hissing, that's a bad thing. Once you put the citric acid in, that means it's kind of like started activating a little bit. All right, so now, once you kind of got all this stuff in, that is when you should add your citric acid. However, I'm so sorry you're all so far away and the chat room's now scrolling, so I can't see anything you're saying. Probably the microphone doesn't work anymore. I'm using, like, gloves. You can use rubber gloves, because sometimes citric acid, not sometimes, all the time, citric acid will burn. And the color, like, you know, the coloring on the coloring. The food coloring is the word I'm looking for. You don't want it to stain your hands. And you can hopefully see this kind of like a light green. I'm going to add so much more food coloring to this to make the green a darker green when it's in the bathtub. So then lastly, you're just adding your citric acid, kind of mix it with your hands, adding it slowly. And I can pretty much tell you already, I'm going to need more water in this. It's not hissing, so great. We did good. It's not hissing. See how it kind of clumps together there? It's like kind of clumping in my hand, but still not totally. So we just need like the littlest bit more water in this. And this is perfect. So if we had too much water, what would happen is, number one, you would hear it hissing. Because that's like the citric acid activating. Because you know, like when you drop the bath ball in the bathtub and it like fizzes and like that's what it's doing once it has too much water. I almost feel like maybe this is actually the perfect consistency and I don't actually need to add anything else to it, so we'll try. You basically want it to be like wet sand. Anyway, my point is, let's say it started oozing. So what happens when you have too much water? It literally just starts expanding like cake batter. Like it'll just start coming up in the bowl. And then like after a while, it like lumps back down into grossness. What you do when that happens is you just add equal parts of cornstarch and baking soda until you get it more back to this kind of powdery consistency that will also kind of clump like that in your hand, like wet sand. So I hope that made sense. I'll come over there and see what you all are saying and answer your questions in a few minutes because we're almost done. Now, since this is good, but see, everything left in this bowl, which you kind of probably can't see because of lighting, awesome, is all of the goodness part of the scent. So I will also like take some of this stuff and I will just smush it around in the bowl like that. Because I don't want to waste the scent or the color. I like to use all of it. So I like to make sure it like soaks up all of the good smell. Because I'm cheap. And I hope you're all still there and able to see what I'm saying. Okay, so now, oh, and here was the last thing I wanted to say. So like I said, see how this is a light color green? That's great, but I feel like it's going to just make like a baby puke green in the bathtub. Now, if I had green food coloring where I could just add like driplets of green, that would be great. Pretty much I can't make green without mixing the two together, and if I mix the two together, I would have to do it in water, and then I'd be adding more water to this, and I really don't want to, so I'm just going to drip some more blue in. And I'm going to drip some more yellow in, which probably really isn't going to do much of anything. Except make me feel better. And if those, like, I'll come over there and show you on the screen, but I'll show you this. Yeah, let's see if you can see. Alright, hold on. Because I kind of like this part. Let me show you more up close. So we need more cameras. If you can kind of see, come on camera, change your lighting. Change your lighting. I don't know if you can see that globule of blue. Like when it drops in, the blue kind of just makes like a little blue blob. Which is cool, because then when it like gets in your water, it blobs up. Like, you know, it like makes a cool effect and then spreads out. The food coloring doesn't stain your tub. It's never stained my tub. I shouldn't say that. Don't sue me. It's never stained my tub is what I'll say. So pretty much, I think this is perfect. So now is when you have your options on how you want to make them. So, like I said, you could take, like, let's move all this stuff. Let's move all this stuff away from here. Oh, you can't see over there. Well, I'll bring it up to you in a minute. Well, you tell me. Actually, you know what? I'll tip the screen back. Let's do that. Let's tip the screen down for a minute for this last part. You don't need to see my face. Okay, so I'm going to ditch the gloves. Okay, so you could take your shell, and like I said, if you want to put something like decorative in there, like dried flowers or candy or anything, or blah, blah, so you could do that. I've never done it this way before, but you like pack your ball with half, pack your ball with the other half, and then I would assume you just kind of push it to get, see, it should be like coming out the sides to know it's like really packed together well. But you can kind of see, it kind of worked well. So look, if you know Lush, that pretty much looks exactly like a Lush bath ball. However, that's boring and plain. And I don't want boring and plain. I want festive and pretty, damn it. So, I'm going, let's see if this works. We'll all find out together. So like I said, I'm using the, how about light? I'm using the First Impressions molds, which you would use for baking. But if you use them for baking, why would I not use them for this? Which one's deeper? This one actually looks a little deeper, so we're going to try it with this. So let's see what happens. We're all going to find out together. So I'm basically just taking it and pushing it really hard into the mold. Pushing. I'm going to try and clean it up a little bit around the edges so that it looks pretty. And these are going to dry like much harder. So, go like that, and then let's see what happens when we pop it out. We're all going to find out together. I'm actually going to push it down hard on here too. Oh, please work. I want festive. Oh, okay, it basically worked. If I just pushed it a little bit hard, I don't think I packed it enough, but can you see? It totally made a snowman face. I think I just have to pack it better. But look, it's because it bent when I was pushing it in. But you totally get the idea. Don't those be so pretty if I just keep making them? Alright, I'm going to try one more time. Let's try one more time. I think I have to like get it on more of a solid surface. So let's see what happens. Gonna push it down. I'm going to try going less at first. So let's go less first. And it also has to do with, like, the consistency of this thing. You see, like, it's in there good, but then when you obviously move the silicone mold, it's going to start cracking this stuff because it's basically just wet sand. That's why I said, like, maybe these ones might be too shallow for me to make bath balls with because of the consistency of the bath, of our little, this stuff, our actual bathy ball. That we're not making a ball, we're making something fun and festive with. So, let's see. I just gotta figure out a way to push harder. Push harder! Alright, clean up the edges again. I'm sorry, we're all learning together on this one. This probably wasn't a great idea for me to be learning how to do this with you, but I just wanted to see if it would work. We can, of course, make them the other way too, which I will show you. Alright, so let's see what happens if we push it down, down, and then, oh, please work. Nope, see, I bent it too much and then it breaks. See, I don't think it's the mold at all. I think it's the consistency that this stuff is in, and I think it's just too shallow. I think the mold is too shallow. I need a deeper mold. Try and see if Santa works. Let me see if Santa's good enough. Or wait, actually, you know what? I'll show you this way. So then the other thing you can do, like let's say you don't have the Michaels thing and you don't have like decorative molds that you want to use, you could just use like your cup measure, whatever size you want. You like pack it in like that. See, like this is solid, and same thing with the ball, like they're both solid, so you can really pack it and it's not going to move. So when you just go like that, see how it like comes out perfectly and holds its shape, and obviously it has way more depth to it. These bend, so it doesn't have any like, you know, resistance against it, and because it's so thin, I think that might be what the problem is. I'm actually going to try a little one. I should have also said, look, they come in cute little ones too. And I think these are actually cupcake toppers. Like if you made, if you wanted toppers for your cupcakes, you would do it with fondant on these, and then you could probably paint them. I'm going to try with a little one. Let's see if the little one is a little bit deeper. This could be cute for a kid's bath. Come on, don't screw with me. Oh, it did it! Look, it did. I didn't clean up the edges because I thought it wouldn't do it. And look, we did it. We made a cute little snowman head. How cute would that be for your kid? Kids, go ahead and grab your little snowman face for your bath. Oh, you don't want to get in, you stinky little bastard? Well, go grab your little snowman face and throw that in and drown a snowman. I'm sure that'll make you happy, you little child. Okay, so, and, well, that was snowman. There's also elf face and Santa face. Well, now I want to see if Santa face is going to work. Hold on. These smaller ones are, and I swear I'm coming over their chat room. We're learning all together, and it won't scroll, so of course I can't say. Alright, let's see what Santa face looks like. Actually, I have another idea. What if I tried to take it out in my hand and not on the table? Oh, okay, wait, no. Hold on, I think this is going to work. Come on. Be happy. Oh my god, you know, perfect! Look, Santa! Santa! Here, kid. Alright, I'll come over there and show it to you up close. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, look. Oh god, I hope you're all still there. So look, can you see? Oh, I don't want to get it on the computer. I can't tip it enough. But, it's so hard to know where I'm putting this. See? Santa face. I mean, it's basically sand consistency, but that's going to dry so cool. But see how, like, thin it is compared to the big, thick one? So I think that's kind of what the problem is. But if you could figure out, I'm sure, where's Virgo Baker when I need him? I'm sure if you figure out the right consistency to get this mixture, you would have no problem, um, you would have no problem making it work. Okay, so that being said, just for the ease of finishing this and being able to come over there and talk to everybody, I think how do I want to do this? I think, hold on. I want to make sure I get all this part. We want as much lush, scented, bappy love as we can get. Okay, so, how should I do it? I think I'm just going to do balls, because I think the balls are going to be the easiest and quickest, and then I can come over there and talk to all of you. Sound great? Great, let's do it. Of course, I pushed that thing up way too high. Let me push it back down so you can see. Oh my god, how many people? 282. 128. Oh my god, 128 of you are watching this? Wow, you will love our other shows when my computer works and I don't look frumpy. Okay, so I'm just going to do it like this now because this is the quickest way to do it. And then I can come and talk to all of you. So I kind of go like that. Not enough. Gonna put more there. Push it down more. Push it down more. And I'm using the big one of these Michael's balls. They also come in a smaller ball size as well. And you just pop it open. Boop, boop, boop. Perfect lush bath ball. Smells like comforter. Will make your house green. And this is where, actually, I'll come over there and show you this part too. This is where, like, if you had the shaved cocoa butter, like, that would all probably, like, melt in your bath and it would be all speckly. Or if you had, like, candy or sprinkles or anything, it would be up there on the top. You can kind of see the little globules of color that will, like, kind of spread out and be all pretty in your bathtub. Won't this just be beautiful? So, when you are, after you make them, you just let them dry for like a night. You just let them dry overnight, and then they'll get solid as a rock. Like now, how these are so soft, they'll end up becoming solid as a rock. This shirt is very punchy. Okay, anyway. I'm going to do another ball. Let's do another ball. Sorry, I'm trying to go as quick as I can so I can come and answer all of your questions. Okay, we're doing another ball. You have to, like, press really hard. Press really hard. Okay, and then we pop it open. Boop. Another. There you go. $8.16 if you were at Lush. If you were at Lush, $8.16. So far, we've spent less than $10 and we've got $16 worth of bath balls. And again, imagine how, like, many you could get if you did it with, like, the little molds or the bigger anything. Any molds. I'm going to make a half mold with this one in case we don't want to have a giant bath. In case we don't want a giant bath, I'll just do a half one like that. We're just going to take a half bath and then do as much as I can get into this last one, pack it down, and then I'm going to come over and see what all you guys are saying. And then you're all going to be like, Eric, guess what happened? There was no audio half the time. We couldn't see you because the light broke, and we hate you. No, okay, I don't have enough to make that one. All right, let's go with the little one then. Let's go with the little ones. Let's make some little ones. Let's make a little elf face for a child. Make a little child's elf face. And you know what? It's been sitting here longer. It feels like it's easier to work with, and it doesn't seem like it's cracking so much now in this mold. So I wonder if you let it sit longer. if it would be better for like any type of silicone mold. Oh, well, clearly yes. So it made an elf face. Can you not see that? I don't know where we are. It totally did it. I'm hoping you can see that. Elf face, perfect. So there you go. Maybe just let it sit a few minutes if you're using a more flexible type silicone mold. And I want to make one in this measuring cup, so we have examples of all of the ways we can do it. I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to come talk to all of you. See what all you have to say, and if you loved it. And then remember, I have Scream Queen shows later tonight. American Horror Story. P.S. It was like American Horror Story over here today. Okay, so, lastly, boop, bada boop, boop, boop. If you just use a tape measure. If you just use a measuring cup. So I am hoping that you can see all of our ways to make them with measuring cups, or like just using a half of a Michael's mold, or using a whole entire mold, or using like pretty decorative silicone molds in a theme, which is what I wanted for my guests. So, let me wash my hands, and then I'm going to come see what all of you all are saying about it. Let's see if you loved it. Let's see if you loved it, or if we're even saving this show. Oh, hold on. I got it all over the computer. I didn't even notice that. Hold on. Okay. Got it off. Okay. Let's see what all you have to say. I'll scroll the chat room now since it won't do it for me. Okay. Will this be on later because I just arrived? Yes, it will be archived. Hi, Michelle. I'm totally making the big round ornament one, says Erica Rodriguez. Oh, good. Hi, Love Riley. Miss TV, I'm glad you loved it. How much for a bath? Well, I think we just figured it. I mean, you can see, like, that's what I got out of the ingredients that I used. So I did a cup and a half of baking soda, and then a half cup citric acid, and a half cup of cornstarch. So let's say that's 2 cups. And I would say those products cost, for the citric acid, and like you're getting all that. You have like all of that stuff all still left over. So you can keep making as many batches of this as you want. I would honestly say for probably $10, you could probably make 20 to 30 bath balls, depending on the size of what you make them in. I mean, for me, it's worth it because this is literally a Lush bath ball. If you went into Lush right now, that's what you would have. That's what you'd literally buy, and it would be $8 to $10. And it smells like comforter. And it's weird because those of you that love Lush, it smells exactly like comforter, but it's green. And you would know if you were at Lush, comforter would never be green, which is another reason I love doing it. Like, you sometimes want to take a Lush bath, and you're like, oh my god, I'm in this heavenly Lush bath, but I wish my water wasn't yellow. Make it green. Make it red. I'm glad this worked out, and my bath would have been red, you know what I mean? It's really close to mental breakdown before. Anyway. It's Cherie says, ooh, fun. Loved it. I really hate how this thing won't scroll. You could see the comments while you were doing this if you would have had your phone logged into the broadcast sitting by you as you do this, says Shauna. I'm going to take that as constructive, positive criticism. Oh, I'm glad you like it, KK Wedding. Eric, you should sell those on Etsy. Sell them on Etsy? Sell them on Etsy if that's code for use them in my bathtub. I got a bathtub because I like taking baths. Powerwolf, I don't like Jason. He thinks he was on Big Brother. I don't get it. Eric, you're saving us so much money right now. I know. And Lush, if you're watching, give us some giveaways. Give us Lush. Send us some stuff that I can give away to people so they can see how amazing it would be to not have to do this on your own and just enjoy a wonderful Lush bath. Because look, I will honestly say this. This is a wonderful alternative to a Lush bath. But I mean, it's not on the same level. Like, if you take a Lush bath, it's like an experience. This is just like, oh, it's kind of like the same, and it kind of smell good. Lush, you like smell good for hours, and it's amazing, and it's like art in your bathtub, and it's so super amazing. But this is like the poor man's alternative. I just think until Lush starts giving me stuff that I can give away to all of you, I'm going to keep showing you how to make bath balls. Thanks, Lush. Loved it, Eric. So cheap to make. I'm glad you liked it, Jomo. Maybe they are asking retail cost? Are you talking about Lush? That's how much they sell. I don't know what you're talking about. If you went into Lush, they cost $8 to $10 for a bath ball. We just made all of these for $2. Eric, have you tried peppermint or pine? No, but you could. You can get any oil you want. I should have said that. Well, I used an essential oil, and I used like a Lush scent. You could use any essential oil scent that you want. Now, here's what I will say. Here's a disclaimer on that. Like this website, this Fragrance Buddy website, they give you like charts that you should probably look at because it applies to everything except a bath. Because apparently you can get like rashes and really hurt your skin or whatever if you like, because people will use essential oils in making soaps and body lotions. Like, you could use it to make anything you want, but they're very clear, like, don't use any more than this amount of liquid in this much of this and that and the other. Bottom line is, it says when you're using it in a bath or you're diluting it in more than like 2 gallons of water, you could use this whole entire bottle if you wanted to, and you would be fine. So whatever fragrance or scent you're going to use, just make sure you read about it and make sure that it is okay to use in a bathtub. Rodney Carson says, Eric, you got big balls. No, I don't. Eric, what scented oil did you use? I went with Comforter. I went with the Comforter scent. I wish I liked the smell global. I don't know what that means. Eric, globals should be in the dictionary? What am I missing? What's globals? Globular? Did I say that? Connor is here. Oh my god, I love him. Hi, Connor. Who's Connor? Hi, Connor. I don't know who Connor is. Do I guess call at all? Yes, Connor, we do. On Friday nights when we do our fan show. I just heard from Giselle last night that there was a lot of gun showing and a fake shooting. Well, I guess that's part of the gun showing. Yes. I was talking about the oil you had in the big bottle. Oh, right. So I used avocado oil because it doesn't have a smell. You're supposed to use like shaved cocoa butter or cocoa butter. However, I can never find shaved cocoa butter or anything like that. So they said instead you can use any light oil that doesn't really have a smell. So like they said almond oil doesn't have a smell. There was another oil they said didn't have a smell. I just happen to have avocado oil, which to me doesn't have a smell, and I know some of the Lush bath bombs say they use avocado oil in them. So I was like, oh, I have it. I'll use a teaspoon of it. There are times when I don't put the butter or the avocado or like any oil in the recipe at all, and it has worked just fine. And just so you know, I will tweet out the link to the recipe that I followed when the show is over. So make sure you follow me at Reality Recaps. You'd think I would learn to have it ready. Check on Amazon, search essential oils, read customer reviews for the best. I research on websites which works the best used in a diffuser. Right. Correct. Ba-dum. Yes, Jane. Oh. Can we substitute coconut oil? I don't, Margot, this is the fun thing. You know, you can totally play around with it. Like, basically, you get the concept. You have your dry ingredients and you have your wet ingredients. Now, I'm gonna assume coconut oil is a little bit thicker. I don't think that's gonna activate the citric acid. Basically, the only way to really ruin it or like cause a problem is if you add too much liquidy liquid to it. Then once you add your citric acid, if it's too wet, that's when the citric acid starts like foaming. And basically what it does when you drop it into your bathtub. You know, like how when you take the bowl and you drop it in the water, it fizzes and spreads out and goes everywhere and it's pretty. If you have too much liquid, that's what it will do. So you just play around with it. Like, you know how it said 3 teaspoons of water? Maybe do like 2 teaspoons of water and 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. You can play around with the recipe. Like, none of this stuff is crazy expensive, so you just kind of play and learn. My most important tip, which they really don't tell you anywhere, is if it starts fizzing and foaming everywhere and like your bowl is coming alive, just add back into it equal parts of cornstarch and baking soda. And that will like mellow it all out. And it'll bring it back to the powdery sand thing. Eric, does the coloring come off on your skin? If I used gloves for this, if you use a lot of food coloring, yes, obviously it will stain your hands. And I mean stain your hands when you're mixing it to actually make the bath ball, not when you put it in your bath. I've never ever had the bath ball that I drop in my bath stain my tub or myself. Amazon has shaved cocoa butter, Giselle. I swear I looked for it and couldn't find it. KK Whitting says, you keep saying globule. Globule? It should be in the dictionary. Okay, I didn't know I said globule. Giselle, thanks. Yes is colored, Eric. Okay. I'm afraid of the hissing too, says Jack Pix. It's so funny, I swear, every time I've ever done this, it has done that exploding thing, where it's like gone crazy and whatever, every time. But I got lucky the last 2 times I did it live. We had no problem at all. Eric, so next week, will you do a Black Friday show? Yeah, I would love to. I mean, if you guys are interested, you know, I'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Maybe we'll do it on next week's Fan Friday show. What happens if I turn off these lights? If I turn off those lights, will it stop being so weird looking? I just searched Amazon for coconut butter in food, and they have a bunch of options. Get it through Eric's YR Amazon link. Exactly. If you guys are buying anything from Amazon, all you have to do, you can go to the links, like you can click on the link in the sidebar of our website, like it's the picture of Amazon, or you could click on the link that we have auto-tweeting out. But really, the easiest way, and I keep telling you guys, this is like the trick for everything, just put in our website / whatever you want. So if you want to shop on Amazon, just put in yourrealityrecaps.com / Amazon, and then it'll forward you to Amazon. And then we get like 1% of, if 100 of you order, if of 100 items, we get 1%, or whatever from Amazon. So, and that's the same thing. If you want to go to our Patreon, yourrealityrecaps.com / patron. PayPal donation, yourrealityrecaps.com / patron. yourrealityrecaps.com / Apple. Become a sponsor. Wouldn't that be nice, Apple, if I could say yourrealityrecaps.com / Apple? Look at Eric's favorite Apple products. P.S. I would totally tell all of you if that ever happened. Like, if Apple ever came to me and were like, hey, we're going to give you an iPad, you just need to do a show about, like, our iPad and how much you love it, I would totally come on early and be like, hey, everyone, I have to do a show about the iPad and how much I love it, so you guys just tell everybody in the chat room so it's not, like, sketchy. And then I would come on later and do the show and be like, oh my god, guys, look, I got my Apple iPad. Isn't that so amazing? Oh, look at it, I love it. I do everything with it. It's great when its microphone doesn't work. Thanks for becoming a fan, big boy Aaron. Eric, what are some cool things you place in the balls after they're done? What do you keep them in? I just put them in a bowl. Oh, it'll stay for like a month. Here's the other thing I should have said. If you don't put an oil in, so if you don't put the shea butter in, if you don't put an oil in at all, so if you just keep it dry ingredients, water, scent, and a color, it'll last way longer just sitting out. Because the oil is what can start going bad or molding or whatever. Normally, they say it's totally fine for a month. You can leave them sitting out in your bathtub for a month. It'll make your bathroom smell really pretty. But in general, they say a month. Or you could put them in like Ziploc bags. Some people put them in the freezer. Just use them. You made them. Cost you nothing. Use two. See, that's why like whenever I buy a Lush bath ball, so literally, anytime I will ever buy a Lush bath ball, which you guys probably know this from when we talk about it, I will whack it and I will break it in half, sometimes in 4, so that I can at least get 2 baths out of it. I try and get 3 baths out of it. Because again, $8. Who wants to just flush $8 down the bathtub? Unless you give us something to give away, Lush, then we all do. I just want to do an Eric's Favorite Things show. Why can't Lush give me a bunch of stuff to give away to all of you? Apple, I think, should give me iPads to give away. I just want to be able to go to companies and be like, here's my favorite stuff. Can you give me that stuff to give away to people? I want to be the new Oprah. I'll even give away inflatables, inflatable place. You want me to give away Santa's blowing in the wind? I'll do it. Either of you are my favorite things. Okay. Looks the same. Mara in big glass closed containers. Oh yeah, you could do that too. Like the apothecary. Oh my god. Apothecary. I can't say it. Apothecary? You know the glass things. You know. It's like the nice jar with the lid. Apothecary. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. Sure, anything. Anything that's pretty you can put it in. Mara, the ones I get are wrapped up tightly in what I guess is saran wrap. Lush puts them in like little paper bags. Or, yes, you can wrap them in saran wrap. Again, I think it's the oil. So like if you add oil or shea butter, I think that being exposed to air for a really long time. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. Thought I was getting a package. So keeping the air off of them is what's going to make them be better longer. Eric, do you have a Wii U like Steve? I do. I got a Wii U probably 2 years ago. I never play it. I have 2 games. I have Mario Kart and Nintendo Land. I love playing games. Like, my most favorite thing in the world used to be playing, like, like Mario, the fun games, like playing Mario Party, Mario Kart, all of those type games, but, yeah, I don't ever have time to play games anymore, unless I can use it as an excuse and be like, oh, I'm totally doing a reality recaps related thing. Like, I tried to get Steve to play me in Mario Kart, but he wouldn't. Eric, I heard the iPad sales have been declining, even though Tim Cook says otherwise, that PC is dying out, but the Macs keep outselling iPads. I heard iPads are dying as well. The reason I really want the new iPad Pro is because it works with all of our video editing stuff that we have, and it's supposed to apparently be made for it. So I really want it for that reason. That's why I want it. But you're right, it's hard to justify it when it's like double the price of the older ones. But the other ones don't do anything. Can't do things side by side. I need to run 2 apps at once on my iPad. I need to. Really, I just need an iPad without a cracked screen. I should stop being so greedy. 2 apps at once? How about not a broken screen? There are people on Etsy selling, and the reviewers rave about them. Probably could make a little bit selling them. I hear you, Love Riley. Let me explain to you. You know this reality recaps ecosystem we're all in? This is the one controlling it. And I got a real job. And apparently a second part-time one. I got time to make bath balls. Unless, see, this is how I do the things I like to do. Like, this is something I like to do. I have fun doing this. I can't justify in my own head, let me just do this for myself because it's something I enjoy doing. I feel like I need to be working. I need to say, oh, okay, I'll do it as a reality recap show or as a You Now show. This way, it's like I get to do something I like and I'm generally working. So yeah. I think Lush should at least give you some side comparison. Apple can do that too. I wish, Love Riley. You remind me, Oprah Eric. Oh, yay. Apothecary. Apothecary. Apothecary? Really? It's apothecary? I thought it was apothecary. Okay, it's apothecary. I love when you all phonetically spell things out for me. You got it right the last time. Eric needs grammar lesson. Oh, yes, I do. I don't know grammar at all. But I'm dyslexic, if that makes you feel any better. I love board games, says Erica Rodriguez. Me too. I want a PC. I have a new iPad and the tablet. Well, hope you don't have Windows 10. I love watching your shows, but wait, I love watching your shows. I can't see the rest of what you said because of this. Okay. I can't see it because of my, like, twinkling lights. What got you into doing reality recaps? Wanting to bring shows to people about reality TV and having them interact with reality people and not have them have to pay for it. Use your free likes. Let's get to 1,000. Sure, use your free likes. Get us to 1,000. I'm going to leave the show up anyway, even if we don't, because I know it's the middle of the day. I know a lot of you aren't here, and I know so many people have been asking, so we'll leave it up anyway. Are you really dyslexic? Yes, I am really dyslexic. Dyslexic just means, like, your brain mixes up words and letters and stuff, and you just think it's normal. Like, I always have to read everything I type out, like, 10 times. Like how yesterday, I checked and double-checked and had somebody else check the Christine graphic that I made for the Friday show. And what's the only thing that somebody else who was also checking it wouldn't know? I put the wrong season. I was like, Christine, Big Brother 15. No, she wasn't on Big Brother 16. She wasn't. She's on 16, not 15. Kim redirects Burger Fan followed. Thanks. Just ask I am Slap. You are also? Yep, I got it. See? I love my boss. I was going to quit my job because we moved to MO, but they wanted to keep me, so I work from home. Isn't that the best, Screezy? Oh, Miranda K, dyslexic too, rarely pick up on mistakes. For some reason, what I find the most hysterical, when I type a tweet out, I'll, like, reread it, and I won't see anything wrong. The second I tweet it, so, like, the second it posts as being, posted, and then I always read it one more time, that's when I notice everything wrong with it. Like, why did I notice everything wrong with it the 5 times I just reread it before I hit the tweet button? And I honestly feel like it's because it's in a different font, a different shape, a different location. One of the tricks that I do is I'll always, like, write something somewhere, and then I'll copy it, and I'll paste it somewhere else and reread it. Like, I'll drop it into a Google Gmail, so it's also spell checking, and it's changing up the font and the look. That's one of the tricks I do too now. Oh, you're welcome, Harmony. Love Riley says, I'm out of coins. Someone else get in there and do it. Aw, you have a good day, Harmony. I love you, Jomo. Well, I think we had a super duper fun show. I'm glad you all were here. I'm glad you all watched. I'm glad we all figured out how to make the bath balls. I'll leave this up so that you all can go back and watch it. And I'm probably going to do one more of these, but I'll do it... I probably won't do it live. I'll probably just record it and put it up as like a short little 3-minute video because I really wanted it in HD. I love YouNow, but it sucks when I upload the YouNow version like this to YouTube and it, the sound is kind of weird and can't really see it well. I really would like it to be an HD version for when you guys watch this back. There are overlays you can use with other colors that really help a lot. For the typing, that's interesting. Eric, you star with everything you do for us, so thank you. Oh, thanks, Jomo. I'm curious, though, you say you wear gloves for the acid, yet you're putting it in the bath. Sounds a little scary. Does acid burn at first? No, it's citric acid. P.S. You eat it all the time. It's what every single restaurant uses on every single fruit or any salads or anything that you get where the thing would normally turn brown. That has been sprinkled with citric acid in any restaurant you go in. So number one. And no, if you're making a paste out of citric acid, so like that bowl, it's all condensed and it's kind of like sand and it's almost like pasty on your hand, then yeah, it's not that it burns you. It could irritate your skin a little bit. I've never had it irritate my skin, but then obviously once you take it and dump it into a bathtub with, 10 or 20 gallons of water, no, it doesn't do anything. But again, use it at your own risk. Try it at your own risk. It's never done anything to me. I have 22 coins. How do I use them? I think you just click that little thumbs up in the middle. Mara, just pour from the citric acid and just be precautionary. Yeah, I don't really use the gloves because of the citric acid. I use the gloves because I don't want the food coloring to like stain my hands. But I don't know if you saw, I don't know how close up it was, but when you drip the food coloring, like when you drip it directly into the bowl, the cornstarch literally just surrounds the color. And that's why I said it was kind of globules. Like you can kind of see here. Like, see how there's all, like, the speckles and stuff of color? It didn't just smooth out and be nice. It kind of all blobs up. So you really don't get it on your hands. But, yeah. Goodbye, Jomo. You're welcome. And yes, Maximus Mom, of course I'm going to be back tonight. Because it's our Scream Queens and American Horror Story show. Screezy says, I want to see Charlie in his stroller. I bet it's adorable. Okay, I'll tweet out a picture later. Eric, I blame you for getting me hooked on YouNow and redoing my home. Well, then I hope you're a patron. YourRealityRecaps.com/patron, Patreon. Apparently I need a microphone. It's in oranges. It's vitamin C. Correct. It's not supposedly bad for you. Giselle says, I hope Dr. Greg guests in tonight. Yeah, me too. Beto. Eric, Mother Nature uses citric acid a lot too. Right. It's not bad for you. That's what I was trying to explain. Eric, question. How do I get into the Facebook group for becoming a patron? Well, once you become a patron, I send you the email about how to get into the Facebook group. I can't post it publicly because then anybody who's not a patron could just do it and get into the Facebook group. Bammer1 says, I want to be a patron, but I don't know how. I don't know how much more clear I can be. YourRealityRecaps.com/patron. Patreon. That's how you become a patron. Read it. Basically, you're just doing a donation, whatever you want, per month. And then you can access special Facebook groups, special shows to patrons. I ask your questions on shows when we are interviewing people. So, like, all the people that have questions for Devon and Jason that are patrons, they will, of course, be asked on Thursday. Will this be on YouTube? Yeah, I think I'll upload this to YouTube. Oh, there you go. People posted the patron link. Oh, good, Shelly, you signed up today? Awesome. I haven't gotten to it yet today. I don't know if you saw earlier, I did all the work to put this on the website, because that right there in itself is like an hour to, like, graphics and get it on the website. And then it didn't work. And then I, like, did it again, and that didn't work. Yeah. And then we went on You Now, and that didn't work. Yeah, that's what I was doing today, Shelly. But you know what, Shelly? I passed my beautiful bowl on the center of my table over there, and I, not even being sarcastic, smelled the evergreenness of it all, and it made me so happy. Which Shelly sent the room spray, and didn't you say, Shelly, I loved this story, so I wanted to tell it, but now it's not going to have a good impact because it says Holiday Forest? So I probably am getting this wrong, or was it the actual potpourri? Anyway, Shelly said, like, when she sent it, it's called The Gang's All Here, and she got it because it's, like, representative of all of us in the You Now chat room being together at Christmas time. And I loved that. I loved it, Shelly. Okay, back to work. Yeah, I have to go. I gotta clean all this stuff off. Clean it all up and get ready for our show tonight. So 7 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing our Scream Queens and American Horror Story show. And get ready, because I think What's-Her-Face is the worst mother in the world. Only to be worse than the worst doctor in the world. But we'll talk more about that tonight. And of course, Scream Queens and who we think the killer is. Blur, blur, blur. Margirl. So, yes or no, guys, we need to wrap each bowl separately after we make them, or can we place them unwrapped together in a bowl? Margirl, you can place them unwrapped in a bowl for up to a month. If you need to store them longer than a month, then go ahead and wrap them in cellophane, in plastic wrap. And, you know, if in 2 weeks you see black mold growing off them for some reason, then don't use it. And it's pretty much common sense. Love Riley. Yum, I love cuties. Only Brandon Moran is good. Oh, yes, I love this. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, Bammer. Oh, Virgo Baker, you were here. Hi, Virgo Baker. Bye, Teresa. Bye, Netflix. Lady Gaga rocks. Yes, she does miss Netflix. The little tissues is what I was talking about. That's the message on them. Oh, the little tissues. Okay. I like the story of saying it was the scent. I have the little tissues right there. They're right in this basket right here. This one? That's what they are. Oh, let us get you that. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks, guys, for getting us to 1,000. Did you cut off that weird piece of your hair? Yeah, I did. $9.99, 1,002. Thanks, guys. Thanks. We had such a fun, super fun show. I'm really so glad that you all liked it and had fun. All right. I will see you guys tonight. I will put this on YouTube in a little while. I'll see you guys all tonight. Thanks for having fun. Thanks for having fun with us. Michael, Walmart is where I got all the dry ingredients. Fragrance Buddy is where I ordered that scent from, but you can apparently get it anywhere. The balls I got from Michael's. The silicone molds I got from firstimpressionsmolds.com. Erica Rodriguez said you can get them at the dollar store. Silicone, Christmas themed silicone molds too. I'm sure they're on Amazon as well. Use yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon if you buy from Amazon. Love you guys. See you tonight. Bye, everybody. it won't let me. Why won't it let me? Now I ruined my whole